What is up, guys? My name is 44MHD. Today I'm bringing you a commentary, and I'm actually going to be telling you a little bit about a school trip that happened in, I believe, year 8 when I was at high school. So first of all, I'm actually going to give you some background. Basically, I just got up to year 7 from primary school, and it's about, when year 7 it's all about finding your place in the pecking order. So when I went up to high school, I was actually involved with the people who came from my primary school and a couple of others, basically who lived around my area. Now, I don't regard my group of friends as the cool kids. I'd actually say that we're more around the middle. There's like a couple of us, all mixture of boys and girls, but we mainly sit together around the area and go to the park there. And a couple of people have been coming from the place that's far away where all the cool kids are, and coming down here and talking to us and stuff. So, yeah. But in year 7, I think we were probably even uncooler, if that's a word. But, yeah, that's probably the reason that I got into this school trip. So what this trip was, it was basically a trip to the Lake District. Yes. Now, I know a lot of you will probably be worried about me. You'll be like, did you fall in a lake? So it's full of lakes if it's the Lake District, but that's actually a place in the UK, which is pretty awesome. It was probably the best trip I've ever been to in high school. I think it was something like the top, I don't know, maybe 30 children in the year. So we were children back then in year. Oh, it was actually year 8. So year 7 I got by and I've been good, and it was at the beginning of year 8. Basically the top 30. Well, regarded as the top 30 children who got chosen to go, and obviously it will get referred down if people didn't want to go. So we got called to this room, we're like, what is this for? And we went in there and he said, basically this is for the top 30 people in the year, or something like that. And then he explained some of the activities that were going on. When I say he, it's the teacher explaining to me and a couple of my friends from our area. And then, of course, there were some other people from the other area who was just around and stuff, but yeah. Some of the activities that I mentioned included abseiling. No, not abseiling. That was another trip in primary, but some of the activities that I mentioned were like, one of them was to build a path. Now that doesn't sound very interesting, to be quite honest. And then there was one where you had to walk up a river. Was this worth going? I wasn't sure at this point. Once he's finished, he started to introduce the trip. I just glanced over at my friend and I was like, I give him that look, you know, the one on the screen right now. Yeah, you've just seen my face. Woo. But yeah, I gave him that look and he was like, yeah. Actually, no, it wasn't the look. It was more like this. Yeah, you've seen my face for a second time. You are so. In fact, your life is now complete. But I gave him that look and I was like, he knew what I was talking about. He knew that in my eyes I was asking him whether he was going or not. And he gave me the look back. I don't think I've got a picture of that look. I'm just imagining it now. I can't really remember. But anyway, he then gave me that look back to say, maybe. Now, that was the answer I was looking for. That particular friend wasn't at the beginning of high school, wasn't actually in our group of people. But he's kind of fed into it as years have gone by. He was actually from another primary school, so that was probably the reason why he didn't feed into our group. I would say group over and over again at that particular time, but now he still sees him, and we see him as a betrayer. So, f*** you! No, I'm messing, he's actually one of my best mates, so I'm not going to mess you about. That was just a bit of fun, yeah. So, Cam, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. So, back to the story. At this point, I was actually still deciding whether to go or not. And then I heard the words. Free. Oh my god. We all just turned around and said the same thing. Which should be on your screen now. What? Yep, you heard right. It was free. Now, since when has a school trip been free? But it was actually funded by the National Lottery. So, thanks to you, National Lottery, for the UK. You are awesome. You paid for us to go to the Lake District. And there it was. Awesome. And I mean, absolutely amazing. It is the best trip I've had so far in high school. and I'm actually in year 10, so trust me, we've had a lot of trips. We've even been to Belgium, and it wasn't as good as that. Back to the classroom. At this point, after we'd heard the word free, it was a definite. It was on. We were going to the Lake District. It was gonna be amazing. Just for the reason that it was free, and we were getting a residential out of it. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it was a residential. But yeah, time went by and we didn't pay. How amazing does that sound? And then eventually the coach came, all was okay, and we were ready to go. We got on the coach, we found the person who was sitting next to her. I can't remember who I sat next to or anything like that. I can't really remember anything about the coach journey, apart from the fact that I sung Solo by Ayaz all the way. Yes, that was me in year 8. And we got there, had the tour, and got settled in to our rooms. I was actually in a room with 1, 2, 3, 4 other people apart from me. I think it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 man room, something like that. No, maybe 10 man room, and there was 5 of us. So there was enough people for us all to have a top bunk. But one of the people who was in my room was scared of the top bunk. So I believe he was scared of the top bunk. Can't really remember. But the top bunks were a bit weird because you couldn't really get on because the ladders were messed up and stuff. So one of them slept on the bottom. Yeah. So the first night went by. We didn't really have any activities to do at that time. So we went and played football in the little thing. Kind of gym. It had like a gym where we played football. And we had a couple of good games, and that was basically it for that night. Obviously we had a tea as well. And the unfortunate thing about dinner, tea, whatever you want to call it, was the fact that what everybody on your table had to be done before you could go anywhere. Now this was bad because we had the slowest eater in the year. And we all wanted to get out and play football, but we couldn't until he was finished. Sad face. But yeah, after that we all went back to the room and time to go to sleep. Now, I think the lights out time was something like 10 o'clock and we were like, no way, we are not going to bed at 10. What is this? So we obviously had some good conversations and stuff about girls mainly. Just like a normal boys' room people in there do, really. But eventually we did get tired, and we did start to try and go to sleep. Then I had the fart machine app on my iPod, and one of the guys in our room was pretty tired, and I can remember him being extra tired, and I shouldn't really have done it, but it was funny. I basically find out what I did in the next episode.
Yeah. Hey everybody, my name is E-Double, their name is PJ Harvey. Let's go. Mama told me. Yeah. Black paisley. Mama told me. Yeah. Come on.
Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, I would really encourage you to leave a like and as much feedback as possible in the comment section below, because I put a lot of effort into that, and the comments will really give me an incentive to do more. So if you did enjoy it, like it and give me some feedback. If you didn't enjoy it, then of course give me some feedback anyway, and just like the video if you didn't like it. But yeah, anyway guys, how the swear box is going to work is basically I'm going to put some money in every time that the swear, yeah, and then that will go towards I guess some kind of giveaway for you guys, so that will be awesome if that worked out like that. So yeah, also follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.